Give me the bow. Give me the bow. Give me the better bow. Be a better bow, please. Be a better bow. Be a better bow. Be a better bow, bow. Be a better bow. Be a better bow, bow. Please be a better bow.
Hello exiles, I'm here to update you about my archer playthrough. I was playing the lightning archer. I'm still in act 1. I defeated a couple more bosses and it was getting very rough. I couldn't make the lightning work because you have to throw the lightning on the floor, right? And then you shot your lightning arrow to make a big damage, to chain the lightnings. But against bosses, they often move around, so you always have to replenish the arrows on the floor, and then you end up not dealing a lot of damage. I think it was being very difficult to play, and the time that you're setting up the arrows on the floor, you're not dealing damage, and then when you go deal damage, the boss already moved around. So like in that time that you're setting up the arrows, you could already been doing much more DPS by just shooting at the boss, right? So I gave up on the lightning. Now I'm switching to poison. I managed to get the gemstones I need to not feel like I have delayed too much my character, and it's still act 1. Still not finished act 1, so I think I'm learning slow but not too slow. I think I'm gonna get to act 2 with a decent character, I believe. I hope so. And the corrosion on the poison is super good, especially against that shield guy in act 1. That shield guy, oh my god, the corrosion on the poison is super good. So I started using basic attacks actually, because they deal more damage than anything else that I have. So I'm starting to use the basic attacks with poison chains and corrosion, and now I have the plants that you put on the floor to slow and do a little bit of chaos damage as well. So this is what I'm doing now. But yeah, the first boss I played was still lightning. I felt like my damage was already lacking against that druid, that mushroom druid. Oh my god, I love that boss. That boss is so cool. I'm really anxious to get the druid in this game, because druid was my favorite class in Diablo 2. I think many people were druid fans. Oh yes, and another thing that I learned, that I was trying to use the multiple arrows passive gem to kind of play like a shotgun archer, right? But I realized that it wasn't working. Like, even though I was very up close against the enemies, up close to the enemies, they were getting hit by only one arrow they were not getting hit by the three arrows. So effectively I was just cutting my damage in 30% and not hitting three arrows at once on the same enemy.
We just stinging like a butterfly and floating like a bee. Stinging like a butterfly and floating like a bee.
I think like this was the dev's choice to not allow, because this was very very strong gem in PoE 1. You could hit the same enemy with multiple, you could multiply your damage a lot. So I believe they reworked this to be more like a AoE type of support gem, right? So when you're dealing with crowds or another type of skill, but not to be used as a shotgun. So yeah, you can't use as a shotgun. But as I said, the poison with the corrosion of the armor is already being enough for now. So I can defeat the bosses in a reasonable time. One cool thing is that the last boss, I killed the guy in the cemetery that his wife died, and he was grieving. I didn't realize that when I was playing, but then when I was watching, I realized that he says his emotions, and then the element is related. Like he says his anger, then he does an attack with fire, and then he says feel the chill of the grave, and then the ground chills. So that's another pretty nice detail. I didn't catch a lot of details now on these other bosses that I defeated, but now I'm feeling very happy after feeling like my damage was lacking, and feeling like it was getting very rough, and that I just wasn't going to be able to continue, that I was going to maybe have to change classes, and this is just Act 1, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to do Act 1. What's this? But now that I saw that the basic attacks are actually broken, and now I'm feeling much better. So this is it. This is it for today. I hope I'll be finishing Act 1 soon, and hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next videos. Bye bye.